There we go. I'm in. I'm hot. Mic is hot. Mic is set. We are live. Friends and folks, welcome to the Kaiju Lounge. I can finally say this. Your home for humor, opinions, and nerd shit. This is live. I can't censor that. That is just the way it is. I'm your humble host, the Boss Monster Noah Waterman, and I am here. Let's talk about what this is before we get into the actual mix and everything. Sorry, I'm doubling up in my own audio, so we're gonna go ahead, just double check that. Am I monitoring? No, I'm just showing up. Can I go ahead? There we go. You guys can still hear me. Perfect. We are in. We're all set. I'm trying to figure out why on earth. Hey, Henry Casey, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for retweeting. I always appreciate the free promotion there. Great. So what is the Kaiju Lounge? We're getting into the whole thing here. This is an idea I had. Those who know me kind of recognize that I've been slowly turning into a TV game show host / late night talk show guy. That just seems like the general vibe I'm starting to do here. And that's kind of what I want the Kaiju Lounge to be. It is a late night talk show for the games industry. Now, granted, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough because A, I'm doing this live. B, I'm on parental leave and I'm taking care of a newborn right now. So my time is a little split down the middle there. And C, I'm a one-man band. This thing was never going to be perfect from the start. So I could either wait till it's perfect and never get this done, or jump into the deep end, go live, fuck around, and baby, let's find out. And that is where we are at today. We got a lot of great stuff. We got a lot of fun. The music's still going. I was going to bring all the way down. There we go. We'll have music there in a little bit. So primarily, we're going to go ahead and talk about what's happened in the past week in the games industry. I'm hoping in the future I'll be able to bring on, much like a late night talk show, bring on some guests, be able to have some segments out there in the street, just a little bit of everything. But tonight, we're going to kind of stick with what's in the news and what's been happening in the past week. So let's pop into our news of the week for August 28th. 2023, kicking it off, going back the full week to the very beginning at Gamescom, we were announced new Xbox console wraps. I don't know if anyone's seen these guys yet. They kind of look like the DM screens that you can buy off Amazon. You can easily just slip a piece of paper. It looks like the cover of a Trapper Keeper wrapped around an Xbox. Here's the thing. The wraps were designed specifically, this is quoted from Xbox's site. The wraps were designed specifically for Series X and have a custom precision fit. Every detail was taken in consideration to ensure the console performance is preserved. Vents are clear, and small feet were added to the bottom of the wraps to ensure air can flow freely through the console. That all kind of makes sense. Made with solid core panels that are layered with high-tech fabric finishes. I'm curious. I feel like this is going to feel like cheap vinyl. The wraps are folded around your console, secured with a hook and loop enclosure. The interior of the wraps are printed with silicone designs that keep the wrap in place. I mean, look, I will say this. It's nice to be able to custom option, especially with how huge these things are. Both the Xbox and PS5 are too fucking big for an adult's media console. So being able to actually maybe fix the look up so it doesn't feel like a dorm room is not a bad idea. The main one, of course, they're launching with is the Starfield option. It's kind of a white with a sort of very old school 1970s Mars rover sort of vibe to it. And then on the camo options. Guys, what are these? Let's fix that on there. What are these camo options? Right, they look like the kind of pants I'd see in a hip-hop video in the early 2000s. Right, they say, wrap your console in our signature Xbox design, woodland camo-inspired pattern. Why are we still doing camo as a base design for this? Choose between Arctic camo gray and white. Choose between the Arctic camo gray and white color palette for a neutral and quiet effect, right? Because nothing quite fits into your living room like snow camo. Right? Just because it's camo doesn't mean it's well hidden, neutral, and quiet. For where? Or here's the other one: make a bold statement with a bright mineral camo of modern blues and purples. First of all, let's not ignore that, Henry Casey. You're absolutely right. The fact that Call of Duty is a fucking monolith in this industry right now is why they're doing that. And sure, if you keep this thing in your own room, wherever you're swigging Zimas and Miller High Lifes, fine. But let's not act like this is something we're all clamoring for. And even then, at least do like urban camo and woodland camo. Camo actually used. Why the fuck are we doing blue and purple camo? Right? It makes the kind of statement that says, I still think Shadow the Hedgehog is edgy. Right? Like this is, it feels like the best of deviant art. I know it's a Sony game thing and not a Microsoft thing, but I would kill for MGS cardboard. God, yes. That I love. That I love. A Metal Gear Solid cardboard box, 1000%. I mean, fuck it. Honestly, I would kill for something as simple as like the IKEA paneling on their fake wood, right? Because at least then it would fit into my living room. At least then it wouldn't stand out like an eyesore. Something in that kind of what IKEA calls dark brown, but is really just black, like perfect, right there. That nice sort of fake wood sheen texture to it, latched on the sides. I'll be curious to see what these things look like in person. I have not seen these myself yet, but they are interesting to say the least. Next up, Charles Martinet stepping back from voicing Mario. This is kind of a kick in the gut. Say Charles Martinet has been the original voice of Mario in Nintendo games for as long time as far back as Super Mario 64. Technically earlier, I think he was like voicing like Mario Teaches Typing or something like that was the first time. But yeah, like going way, way back. Charles is now moving into the brand new role of Mario Ambassador. With his transition, he'll be stepping back from recording character voices for our games, but he'll continue to travel the world sharing the joy of Mario and interacting with you all. It has been an honor working with Charles to help bring Mario to life for so many years, and we want to thank and celebrate him. Please keep an eye out for a special video message from Shigeru Miyamoto and Charles himself, which we'll post on a future date. This is crazy because Charles Martinet has basically voiced every Mario-esque character, right? Mario, Luigi, Waluigi, Wario. They always list Baby Mario, Metal Mario, Shadow Mario as like separate characters. It's the same fucking character. Nonetheless, yes, Charles Martinet has been the iconic voice of Mario, and it's sad to see him go, but it's kind of nice that it feels like it's on their own terms, right? Charles didn't pass away. He's been doing this for a while, and if all he wants to do now is go wahoo at conventions, and great. You ever see an interview with him he basically runs through every line of dialogue he's ever done in like 5 seconds every time they introduce him. So if he's going to keep that going, fine. The man is a shining bright spot in our lives, and more power to him. I'll also say, and I'm probably in the minority here, but with the release of the movie and official changes to things like Donkey Kong's look and the Mario lore, I would not be mad if the do voices moved away from Italian stereotype and further back into New York, Brooklyn stereotype, right? I'm not saying we do a Chris Pratt, but maybe like a Bob Hoskins would be fantastic. And I'd be 1000% for that. That would make me pretty happy. Next up, big class action lawsuit coming at Roblox. I hate discussing Roblox. I think it's a trash game, but it's absolutely in the news here. Bloomberg Law reports a class action lawsuit stating Roblox is profiting from and helping to power third-party websites that use the platform's Robux currency for unregulated gambling activities. Allegedly, they are working with and facilitating the gambling website defendants to offer illegal gambling opportunities to minor users. Holy shit. First, there's probably a lot more detail I can go into here, but I'm not going to go into depth because A, I'm rephrasing most of this from Ars Technica article that in turn discusses a Bloomberg Law article, so I'd suggest you start searching there to really get the information. B, this knowledge is way out of my depth. And C, once again, I could not give a fuck about Roblox, but I feel like more and more companies are popping up with the express interest of skirting the laws when it comes to the metaverse, right? There's always someone trying to get in this new ground, even though the metaverse isn't really a thing yet. I mean, personally, at this point, Fortnite has won the metaverse battle. Everyone else should take a step back. But like Roblox is big. It's huge. And it's huge with kids. Here's the main takeaway from all this. Free games aren't free. You know, you don't want your kid to lose their allowance on a skin that makes them look like Bluey riding Ghost Rider's motorcycle through a park. Then pay nearly $60 for a subpar AAA game like the rest of us. In the end, it's still cheaper than the Robux economy you get for these poorly designed Five Nights at Freddy's knockoffs that people make in their spare time. It's the same thing with mobile games. These things nickel and dime you. I know it sounds nice because they're free, but it's just not worth it, people. There are better games. Just pay more up front. That's the main difference. That's a tirade for another time. We're going to keep going. Overwatch 2 director responds to Steam review bombing. Where we got? According to a tweet from, I think it was the director who go ahead and put this out there, in basically responding to the review bombs that are happening on Overwatch 2. All right, step back. People are upset that Overwatch 2 didn't release with the PvE story component that they had initially promised. It was a big selling point there. Furthermore, I think people are pissed off that Overwatch 2 feels more or less like the same game. I know they changed the number of teammates in and around, but in general, it feels like the same. So the director responds to the Steam review bombing. He says, "We also launched on Steam last week, and although being review bombed isn't a fun experience, it's been great to see lots of new players jump into Overwatch 2 for the first time. I'm sure it is. You let us know when that actually starts happening. Our goal with Overwatch 2 has been to make the game more accessible than ever for more people than ever before." No, it's not. Your whole mission was to resell the same game and suck all the fun out of it from the launch version by keeping the focus on the esports character meta instead of jumping in and having a good time. Like, new people can't get into Overwatch because they get yelled at by all the experts that are on there. The communities can become toxic because you guys focus so much on the idea of what is the most optimum way to win a match and not about how can we have the most fun. A few bad eggs spoiled the bunch is kind of what happens here. It's funny. It's almost literally the opposite of the issue with Mario Kart, where they refuse to release a new game and they just keep reiterating on the same thing because people haven't stopped buying it. I feel like you had a good thing with Overwatch with the first one, and instead you kind of shit the bed, and now Overwatch is not really in the conversation anymore. Never mind the fact that Blizzard is kind of a shithole already, but like it seems like there's problems there. On that note, by the way, fuck Bobby Kotick. It's not related to the story in any way, but fuck Bobby Kotick. Here we go. Starfield leaker arrested for theft of the game. This one's crazy. 29-year-old Darren Harris was arrested on various charges for the theft of the unreleased Starfield game. Not only that, he stole, I forget how many copies now, he stole multiple copies and attempted to sell them and continued to post and talk about how he's selling them. First of all, guy, just fucking wait. The game comes out in nearly 3 weeks? Like less now? There's early access. Posting $10,000 in bail is not worth it. And then you're going to go ahead and upload a video of you praising Todd Howard for how good the game is after you stole the game, stole copies of this game, and proceeded to sell them for your own benefit? Come on. On a side note, also, like, this is how shitty the gaming community can be sometimes. Instead of admonishing him for the actual illegal activity he did, people looked at his video and complained about how bad he was at playing the game. It's a real, like, see the forest through the trees moment kind of, guys. It's kind of nuts. I don't know what's going on with people here. On that note, the Starfield community is getting pissed. I say Starfield community. It's not a community yet. It hasn't really happened yet. But Starfield fans are losing their shit right now because apparently there are invisible walls that are barriers after you land on a random part of the planet in the game. See, what happens is, because they can't just design giant planets everywhere, you have your succinct story locations, but you could also land anywhere you want on the planet. When you do, it procedurally generates an area for you to explore. People are annoyed that if you walk to the end of that area, there's an invisible barrier that won't let you go any further. People are upset that it's a normal fucking game. Like, of course, they're not going to just design huge worlds. Like, not only is that really hard to do, especially with all how in-depth a Bethesda game can be, but it'd be boring as shit. Most of these planets are going to be designed to be just empty. You really just want to walk for 3 days, real days, in a virtual space? I don't even like walking across the street to the bodega if I don't have to. Like, that doesn't sound like fun. Also, on top of that, apparently it takes 40 minutes to go from end to end in these procedurally generated areas. Fallout 3, I think, I looked this up, took about 35 minutes to go from end to end. That the entire game. Call a win, please. It's madness. We're going to keep moving on because Starfield's going to be in the news for a while after this. More sad stuff. I'm going to be railing a lot here today, guys. I looked at a lot of stuff from Gamescom and I got worked up. But this is one of those ones that hits a little close to home. BioWare hit with massive layoffs. That's real sad. You hate to see that. BioWare announced that they are eliminating approximately 50 roles in order to make BioWare a, quote, more agile and focused studio. Oh, jeez. Okay, I am not ever going to claim to be an expert on business, right? This is a crock of shit. BioWare can't afford to be light on its feet. Like, it's the same company behind the epic games like Mass Effect and Dragon's Age, both of which currently have games in development. You need to be light and agile. With these 50 people not doing anything before, where does their work go in trying to make games that have to top the beloved Homer's Odyssey like epic of their previous versions? Look, the way I see it, I feel like there are only two real reasons a company lays people off. One, redundancy, right? After two companies merge, you have two IT teams, two legal teams, right? I call bullshit on that because if there's enough work when they were similar companies, laying off half the team just creates twice as much work for the other team. So, not great. Or the other option is mismanagement. Because instead of firing the people who made the poor decisions and got you in the mess where you're not making the money you should be, you decide to sacrifice the working class. Meanwhile, the bosses are still making, high six-figure incomes that often equal 10 other salaries. So yeah, the idea that a layoff in any form is a necessary evil is bullshit. It's bullshit that's perpetuating a constant disease. Either way, BioWare letting people go with two very big projects on the horizon, even if it's on the very, very far horizon, does not bode very well for the studio. Right now, fans are really thinking that these mystery games that were announced to be in development are either not going to see the light of day or are going to really fall flat in a Mass Effect Andromeda kind of sort of fashion. More stuff. We had Sony revealing the $200 PlayStation Portal. I don't know if anyone saw this thing. It looks like a tiny iPad that split a PlayStation controller down the middle like a blasphemous execution. It looks a little clunky, but like cool. Here we go. After a May tease for the PlayStation Q, Sony today officially unveiled, this was during Gamescom, officially unveiled the PlayStation Portal, a $200 handheld gaming device that it says will be launching later this year. Cool in theory. Henry Case says a Wii U controller, yeah, with a PS5 skin. Yeah, 1,000% it. And you're getting into the exact crux of the problem, right? Because this thing can only play off of the PS5 on your network. It's $200 to do the exact same thing as buying a $99 backbone for your iPhone or Android phone and connecting over Wi-Fi that way does. Why am I going to spend twice as much on the Sony branded bullshit if I could just do that? I mean, hell, right now I have it set up that my Steam Deck can connect to the PlayStation and play the exact same way. And then I can still take it on the go and play Steam games later. And even I mean, yes, it's more expensive, but it's more worth the money. I don't know, $200 for what is a clunky looking iPad controller? Like, I don't see the advantage. Now, if Sony could really set things up with cloud gaming, that'd be different. It's one of the few things I think Microsoft has above Sony, because right now, otherwise, Microsoft's getting creamed. But Sony, I'm not sure who you think this is. This is not even for the people who want to play while someone else is using the TV. This is for people who want to play while someone's using the TV and don't realize other options exist. So you even partnered with Backbone to have a limited edition PS5 version. Like, come on. For a bigger screen, that's all we're really getting out of this? No. I don't see this thing performing very well at all. You know what I do see performing well? And I'm very excited for? Atari launches the Replica 2600 console. I don't know if anyone saw this. I love this thing. According to the Atari website, as it reads here, Enrique says, but yeah, an iPad mini with a controller is a smarter play. 1,000%. 1,000%. Just because you get more bang for your buck in the same thing. Chances are you can play the PS5 on hand wherever you are with a device you already own. So save yourself the trouble. Because everyone has a smartphone. It's not like these are for people who don't have smartphones, but have a PS5. All right, back to it. Atari launches Replica 2600 console. According to the site, enjoy your favorite Atari 2600 and 7800 games in one system. Not only does the Atari 2600 Plus pull double cartridge duty, it also features HDMI and widescreen mode for an easy connectivity to modern TVs. Jump right in with the included CX40 Plus joystick and a 10-in-1 game cartridge that features some of Atari's most famous games like Missile Command and Yar's Revenge. This is great. I am so stoked for this, right? So it's an updated version of the Atari 2600. Plays both Atari 2600 and 7800 games. HDMI output. It's got the cartridge. Best of all, it will take your old cartridges. If you have old Atari 2600 and 7800 games, you can play them on this thing. It's brilliant. Brilliant. Can we just say, with game preservation, a huge issue in the industry, a huge issue that is not being shown, that is not being paid attention to by the larger companies. And Atari does this. I am elated. I am ecstatic. Nintendo, Sega, PlayStation, all you guys, take note. This is how you do game preservation and still make money. Right? There will always be people who are out there who are going to steal ROMs, but at least then, when you shut down these websites, when you shut down these various projects, you have a leg to fucking stand on. What is it? I think I'm going off the cuff here right now, but I think the study that was done said 87% of games are not preserved. There are no way to currently play them. Nintendo, you don't want people to go ROMs, but you're not going to make these things available. You could come out with a Super Nintendo like this, a working HDMI-based Super Nintendo, let people use their old cartridges, and then resell some of these cartridges as multi-packs or however. That's money off of your old library in a way that you're just not right now, because people will gladly pay for this shit. People pirate and do ROMs and emulators not because they want to, because they have to. I mean, plenty want to, but most people have to. And with how insanely expensive the actual game collecting market is right now, because a couple jackasses went ahead, that was a good idea to jack up the prices, and now nobody can buy old games anymore. Like, this could solve so much. And so I thank you, Atari, for getting on this fully deserved, fully wonderful. Also fun news, Elon Musk booed at a Valorant event. I think I made a joke about this earlier, maybe not. This was great during last night's grand finals match between Canadian team Evil Geniuses, how delusionally appropriate, and Singapore's Paper Rex. The feed cut to Elon Musk in the crowd, where the fans went on to recognize and then boo the rat-faced mogul. That's not a quote, that's my own editorializing, before chants of bring back Twitter began. Good on the crowd, guys. Say what you will about gaming fans, but when they boo you, you know you fucked up. These are the same people I've seen once cheer on a Diablo mobile game. Like, you go to a Gamescom or an E3, gamers will cheer on anything, like sheep. So, yes, Elon Musk, you suck. You are the Blizzard of human beings. Another big one here. Nintendo Switch surpassed Wii in total sales in the US. Think about that. The Wii, I believe, did over 100 million. I have it right here. Yeah, the Wii did over 100 million units worldwide. It is one of the best-selling consoles of all time. And it got there in about a decade of its lifespan. The Switch surpassed its U.S. market in 6 years. Nearly half the time the Wii had, the Switch beat it out. That's huge. If there was ever a sign that Nintendo's not coming out with a new Switch anytime soon, that is it. This thing is still selling like hotcakes. And best of all, it's one of the few things that has maintained availability. Yes, PlayStation and Microsoft, I'm looking at you. This is one of the few things that people have been able to get. I was able to get it at launch day, and not by pre-ordering it, by just showing up to a GameStop. Like Nintendo is onto something. They're not doing anything right by game preservation, but they're doing shit right here. Last bit of news, we're going on, I guess, on a slightly downer. I don't know if it's a downer or not, to be honest here. But another Rockstar Games vet is leaving Rockstar Games. Senior writer Michael Unsworth is leaving Rockstar Games after 16 years working on the likes of Red Dead Redemption 2 and Grand Theft Auto 5. He joins an ever-growing list of veteran Rockstar employees who have left in the last few years, and I believe the other ones were also parts of the creative and writing team. This comes on the heels of the release of the next Grand Theft Auto game. There's a lot to fear on this right now, and I get it because that's like Rockstar games have been pretty good and their stories have been pretty good. So I understand maybe not wanting to see that boat get rocked, so to speak. But honestly, I don't know if this is a bad thing. Right, the writers get to try to do something new and move on to maybe some different other projects, and Rockstar Games can bring on some new writers that maybe could have some more of an updated take on the Rockstar stories. See, I don't really look at Rockstar as like the most progressive storytellers. I think they've kind of lived, even as good as like Red Dead Redemption 2 and stuff is, they sort of lived on this edgelord, be the bad guy, morally wrong, dark and seedy style gameplay that GTA had, picked up since GTA 3. And as time goes on, those games haven't aged too well. That's just kind of the problem we're running into right now. So I'm thinking here that maybe it's a little good to bring in some new blood that can bring in a little nuance to, or at least a different style to be the bad guy, and maybe a lot less like, I don't know, hooker bashing. Is that safe to say? I think it's probably a good thing there. But yeah, that's our news for the week. You guys kind of ruminate on that a little bit there. I'm going to take a quick step away real fast. I'm going to refill my cup, get a little bit of break, it's the coaster coming with it, a little drink. And when I come back, we're going to talk a little bit about Opening Night Live and Gamescom and Jeff Keighley and the 5 things that maybe didn't do quite well. We'll be right back. All right, let's get back into it. Bring that right back down there. All right, guys, if you're just checking it out, this is the Kaiju Lounge, video games answer to late night, or really just a great way to stroke my own ego. To take your pick. I want to talk a little bit about opening nights lives. The big Jeff Keighley showcase from Gamescom this past week in Germany. Huge event, huge deal. Here's the thing. I like Jeff Keighley. I really do. But for all the polish he puts into the major events, there is always a thing that just feels off. And Gamescom Opening Night Live 2023 was absolutely no exception. Look, I love that Jeff is working overtime to give the gaming industry some legitimacy and gravitas that it so greatly deserves, but sometimes things fall flatter than Al Pacino trying to talk about video games. With the event put behind us and some time to reflect, here are the top 5 things of Gamescom that just didn't work. Number 5. Call of Duty is a lot like Bad Men. I get that everyone loves it, but I just don't get it. And the people who are really into it are insufferable. The new version of Call of Duty looks darker, grittier, and rainier than ever before. As an outsider, this feels like Kingdom Hearts for people who chug protein shakes. Like, there are over 20 games. How is this still Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3? The trailer was, I don't know, it just was. As an outsider, nothing drew me in, and I can't imagine they showed anything super cool, new, or unique that other than the hype that another game is coming, which would be great for the fans if it wasn't expected because they do one every single year. Number 4. It's small, and it's very blink if you miss it. But during the Fort Solace portion of the evening, Julia Brown, Roger Clark, and the gaming voice acting legend himself, Troy Baker, was on the stage to talk about their upcoming stand-up performance. Now, of those 3, guess whose lower third they got wrong during the broadcast? Troy freaking Baker. Seriously, I get it, mistakes happen, but he's the biggest voice acting star in gaming today. I mean, I've done technical directing work on live events. I know it's not easy, but that's a pretty big slip up. I don't know how you missed that. Number 3, Jeffrey. Can I call you Jeffrey? I get that your Rolodex is big. You have pull. That's awesome. Good for you. Zack Snyder wants to show off his No Star Wars I'm Breaking Up With You project. Great. But please, please, don't have these celebrities roll up talking about how much they love games unless they can actually speak to it off the cuff. Zack Snyder discussing video games was like Steve Buscemi, hello, fellow kids, moment of the night. You do this every year, and Jeff, it's so stilted. Worse is the fans can smell it from far away. I don't doubt that Zack Snyder plays video games. There's no way in hell you can make Sucker Punch without viewing video game fan art. But he can't convincingly talk about it. Play to your guest strengths. Also, as a side note, Ice-T talked about his favorite gaming world being Payday. Motherfucker's a Stardew Valley fan if I've ever seen one. Number 2. Who the fuck is Jasmine? And I say this with no disrespect to Jasmine herself. I think she did a good job with what she was given, but that's kind of the problem. What she was given. At no point was she given the lower thirds to tell me who she was. Apparently a very famous German Twitch streamer, or her role on the show, co-host. Jeff hasn't been great at featuring women during these events, and the most prominent one he has is relegated to website announcements and puff piece about cosplay. Literally, her title might as well just been head of Gamescom Tourism Board. If she is your co-host and you want to make her matter, step aside and let her co-host. Have a witty back and forth. Let her announce and show off some things of consequence. Instead, you make her segments pop in like a bathroom break before the main event. if the complaint is that you're not featuring women, and that was a big complaint in a previous show, this was not the way to do it, buddy. And of course, number one, because it needs to be said, get some fucking security, Jeff. Jesus, this happens once and it's a shame. It happens twice and you got a lesson to learn. Never mind the asshat gets escorted off like he was politely informed the bar was closed to a private event. Now every idiot's going to think they can do this and then shuffle off with a slap on the wrist. Dude was wearing an Austin 316 shirt, so take some inspiration from that. See, when a fan tries to get into the ring, he gets his ass beat by everyone. Security, the superstar, the referee, the timekeeper. Fuck, I'm sure Samantha Irvin would jump in and get those hands if she could get there fast enough. You think this Times Square Starbucks barista-looking motherfucker would try that again if Jeff Keighley pulled out a roundhouse kick to its bleach blonde man bun? Send a message. If you get on Keighley's stage, you're bound to get dropped. Also, as a side note, what is these trolls' obsession with Bill Clinton? The kid from the fucking Game Awards dropped his name too for his thing as well. Were these guys even born during his presidency? And that's like me hopping on the mic and saying Howard Taft uses the Konami code. Like, at least use Obama like a normal fucking person. Of course, opening night live was just a small part of the huge event that was Gamescom. Guys, lots of announcements. Announcements. That was good. Lots of announcements, lots of great games. We're going to go ahead, take another big break after that top five. Well, it's just a short one real fast so we can cool off because I'm sweating through my outfit here. And then we're going to take a little trip to the trailer park. Stick around. All right, that was real quick. Because your boy needed to stand in front of the AC and run that for like a brief second. Man, doing this in the winter is going to be a whole lot easier, I think, for sure. Great, guys. I hope you're enjoying this so far. If you are, please be sure to give a like. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button. Please be sure to share with your friends, because that stuff means the world to me. It only kind of helps me out, get this word out. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Henry Casey, I hope you're enjoying this so far. I think you might be in the chat right now, but I appreciate all the love and support. So yeah, we're going to kind of keep the ball rolling with a little piece I call the trailer park. If you've checked out the channel before, You see, I've done this before. It is as it sounds. We're going to take a look at some trailers that were released in the past week. Just kind of do a little watch through. And I will say, with Gamescom, we got a ton to look at here. Boy, there was a whole lot. I had to pare this list down. Pretty hefty, pretty hefty. So let's take a look and dive right in. There we go. Forgive me as I figured out which of my buttons is going to play what I need there.
You again? Oh. When am I going to see the back of you wee melon?
Why is that starting a little?
Memories.
There we go.
Like
starting
scars.
with this one here, Warhaven.
Cut deep enough.
I'm trying to figure this one out right now.
And they'll never fade. Or be forgiven.
I feel like I saw the extended one of this guy.
Begged. I stole.
And like,
but I survived.
First off, is that what's his name from Game of Thrones? Khaleesi's like main soldier. Kind of looks like him. I'm also like kind of over fantasy games using what I could only describe as 2020's version of new metal to advertise their games. You know what advertise your game really well? Gameplay. I would love to see gameplay advertise your game. I think that would go a long way, don't you? Like, this looks cool, but not even like the world they've created is drawing me in, so it just looks like nice. That's vicious. Like, right now, is there anything this game is doing that Final Fantasy 16 hasn't done better at this point?
I'll fight until I stand in the land of salvation. Warhaven.
Also, I mean, I'm going to call it. This game, hold on, I want to talk about this real quick. This nutsack looking game right here, I am quite excited. I think that you should go out and just wishlist it now once you see it. Let's check this out. This is wild. This is just cause by way of Adult Swim. And a first-person mode. Damn, this is like Max Payne, Devil May Cry, the Matrix games. This looks bananas. And I feel like if you make this multiplayer, then you got a ton here. Good lord. I want to interview the person behind this. This is madness looking. Killer Bean. Killer Bean. Yes, wishlist the game. Let's get that game to the top. That looks amazing. And speaking of amazing games, crab bites. It looks. I feel like with the music, this is the closest we're gonna get to the Katamari Damacy for a while. Lower that volume a little bit. Yeah, there we go. This is. Oh. As someone married to Marylander, this is fantastic. Let's go. Fight Crab. fight crab. That looks great. That I don't even know. See, that's it. Like, that looked messy as shit, and that was all gameplay. Warhaven looked polished as hell. Was no gameplay. Guess which game I'm gonna buy, and not just because it's about fighting crustaceans. I mean, probably because it's just about fighting crustaceans, but there seems like there's more to it. Next game on the list here.
In a world divided by disinformation, where danger lurks around every turn, a motley crew of misfits embark on a fateful road trip to discover their true path.
Please tell me you're done.
Oh, we're just getting started, dude.
What is this music?
I believe the kids call it
I'm not
K-pop
crazy
music.
at this sort of attempt at being irreverent.
Leave my music alone. Shut the hell up.
Words have power.
Oh,
They can give you strength. Ready for this? Stand still
oh, that's kind of
Words can
cool.
bring
The
people
gameplay's based
together.
around like
and tear them apart.
people having to do what you say.
But if words
Like a
hold
superpower?
so much power, he has no respect for you.
She's right.
The question is,
The dialogue and the
what do you have to say?
it's a cool
I'll
idea.
agree that my trailer voice was better than yours.
No, see, that's like, it's a cool idea, but the dialogue felt so stilted. So when the dialogue feels stilted, but your entire gameplay is about using your words to affect the world, that's a rough balance. It's a rough balance. We'll see. That could also be just trailer work. I've seen a lot of trailers that use jokes out of context and kill them on the vine. But yeah, I'm a little iffy on that one. This one, is this Dragonhold, I think? Like wild ass. This basically looks like a Magic the Gathering card. But holy shit. Bit of a Monster Hunter vibe to it, bit of a God of War vibe to it. This like reeks of Chinese free-to-play MOBA, but like honestly, setting-wise, I dig it. I dig it. Aerial dragon battles. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool to go seamlessly from Dragonflight to like hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, I could get into this. I could very much get into this. Like, honestly, this is a good portion of how I want my, like, personal D&D setting to look. Oh, that's dizzying. As a man who's afraid of heights, you'll be shocked how much I really love flying games. That's a random last shot to end on. Just a dude walking? Okay. Yeah, Dragonhold.
Product not yet rated.
Take me forward, no matter the danger.
Oh, you had me at... Let's drop over here. Yeah, this, like... Of course I'm into this, the Metroidvania. Literally, you just... It's just gotta look like a pretty side-scroller and I'm sucked in. Like, I'll buy this one.
Your passenger is lost.
Mandragora. Yeah, I'll wishlist that. That looks dope. This looks great. Same team behind Untitled Goose Game.
Not quite beans, but something special in between.
It sounds
Give
kind of
your
like Matt
wife
Berry.
the best. Give her Big Ron's big pies.
This is cute. This is really cute. I like it's the same level of like Untitled Goose Game interactivity, but just with a little bit of if you want to play Pool Panic kind of vibe to it. Real like Adult Swim Games randomness. Jesus. Yeah, I'll absolutely grab this one up. Thank goodness you're here. That's cute. That's real cute. I dig that.
You again. When am I going to see the back of you, you wee melon head?
I know it's just the video player, but it's really weird. What's...
The Smurfs are back. To step on the gas.
Alright, somebody needs to pull it at random. Are we still doing Smurfs shit?
And this
In
year there will be only one
2023?
left.
Are there people that care about the Smurfs still?
Here he is, unleashing a special trick. What a driver!
Also, does a kart racer on the Smurfs work? Can anyone name more than like
Clumsy Smurf is in last position,
3
but
male
oh my, he
Smurfs?
takes a shortcut
I
and
say
overtakes
male because
Chef
everyone
Smurf.
can name Smurfette.
And it's an acorn throw from Hefty Smurf. Oh, amazing!
There's a
Hefty
Hefty Smurf?
avoids the attack with a boost. In front of him, Blossom is sliding in third position.
And who the fuck is Blossom? I mean, truthfully, if I can't play Gargamel, I don't know if I'm interested.
But it's not enough. Smurfette crosses the finish line in the lead. What a brilliant victory! Smurf's Kart, available now.
Oh, it's already available on Nintendo Switch. I'm dumbfounded that they're still making Smurfs content in this day and age.
Built a house and filled it with his toys. 6 guests came one night. Their screams the only noise.
No way.
And what about the rumors?
Just that. Rumors. Stauff has spent his fortune wisely.
Oh, it's still video capture just like it used to be.
Dreary in here, don't you think? Burden. Maybe you've seen me on
They
Broadway.
fully are remaking Seventh Guest?
I'm going to the kitchen.
Wait. We shouldn't go walking alone.
This is a game. Nothing more. One of us is going to win that prize money.
I'm not a horror fan. I don't like horror.
I
I'm
say,
easily spooked and
every
easily
man for
scared. But
himself.
like, the fact they're bringing this back, which means we might get 11th Hour next. Like,
There's more to this than I thought.
I'm for it. I've been wanting to see someone try to bring back full motion video games from the 90s in today's climate. There's no reason we can't. Control kind of does it, but like to bring it back like this, yes. Fuck yes. I am all for this. What's this? They're bringing back Command and Conquer too? Oh, you used to love the Command and Conquer games. Hell yeah. We're going to the one place that capitalism cannot go. Space. Stoked. Hell yeah. I am all for Command and Conquer in 2023 or 2024 most likely. Holy shit, this looks intense. No fucking way, this is so cool. Wait a minute. Fuck me. Fuck. Are you serious? It's a fucking mobile game? I'm so disappointed. I would say I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed, but no, I'm actually kind of PO'd. I'm kind of PO'd. I would have killed for a modern Command and Conquer game. It's coming out from mobile? It's gonna be some dumb free-to-play schlock? I'm sorry. I don't mean to throw out some gamer elitism here, but like the fuck? The fuck is that? It's heartbreaking. What we got next? Ooh. It's an indie Monster Hunter. Dragon Axolotl. You can't make axolotls threatening. You just can't. It's not going to happen. No matter how many eyes and a Joker face you give them. Oh, it is like a... Oh. It is a Monster Hunter-esque game. Okay. Oh, that looks wild. With a building element that'll most likely suck me in. All right. And teamwork to take out more axolotl dragons. Jesus. Ooh. A little flight. Ooh. Farah. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. That looks fun. More kart racers. And when I play Mod Nation Racers was shit. Should have lasted longer. Let me move myself out of the way. Oh, that's smart. Kart Racer Battle Royale. 60 people in the field. Oh, that's... I hate Battle Royale shooters. I suck at Fortnite. I'm not going to play PUBG. I'm sure there's a third one I'm not thinking of. But, like, Fall Guys, my jam. Shit like this, absolutely my jam. I am nasty at kart racers. And Stampede Racing Royale, I will absolutely jump on that. It looks great.
Thinking of becoming a Star Trucker?
Here's
some friendly tips to help you get started. Rule number 1, safety first. So be careful around electronics and go easy with that airlock. You don't want to become a human popsicle. Rule number 2, look after your truck, and your truck will look after you.
This tickles a niche, right? As someone who loves Stardew Valley,
try not to ride those
but can't get into like a Sim City, I love a job simulator that isn't a job I could actually have.
You want the 4-packs nice and cold. Any
like, yes, I could be a farmer, but I can't be a farmer in a world of sprites and wizards, which is why I like Stardew Valley. I'm sure I could be a trucker, but I can't be a space trucker. That seems fun to me.
Now get that radio on and get hauling.
I'm all for that.
Go Star Trucking.
All for that. Whisper Games. Whoa, what? Oh, this is great. Like retro game WarioWare? This is close to a game idea I have, actually. I'm not going to share because I want to get it made still. But, like, hell yeah. Not only do I like this, I'm going to have to bring this in for World's Greatest Gamer when I do that next. This is... There's a demo? Alright, before we continue, hold on a sec. Because there's a gameplay portion we're doing at the end here. And I did not know we had a demo here. So I'm going to let this download in the background. And we're going to play a little of this later. I had some other demos to play. But no, that's the Gamescom's demo I want to get to. Oh, that makes me happy. And if it makes me happy... Okay, next game here. Oh, it's part of the same game still. Into it. Oh, this makes sense. So this past year I went to Barcelona. God, you're blasting loud. This past year I went to Barcelona, me and Hannah. Amazing time, beautiful city. And we visited Sagrada Familia. The actual, like, it's a huge chapel that basically looks like a retro-futuristic rave. Like, you go inside, it is bonkers. It is unlike anything else because it's stained glass window. It's this weird, like, one of a kind. I'm blanking on the name of the guy who designed it, but it is truly, like, it makes sense for the setting of a game like this. It is wild. You ever get to Barcelona, check it out. Giant Salvador Dali battle. That's what it looks like. Like, legit, that is what Sagrada Familia looks like from the front. It's insane. It looks like you're about to enter a Final Fantasy villain's lair. It's bonkers. Avatar. No, it's not. Ooh. This is great. You ever want to play World of Warcraft but not support shitty human beings? Alright, I lied before. This is actually what I feel like I want my D&D campaign to look like. This is gorgeous. And I love the art style, even if it does look like AI ripped off Blizzard. I'm not mad at ripping off Blizzard, again. And I always want to say, I have no problem with the actual individuals that work at Blizzard. I'm sure people below C-level and management level are fine. It's the people who run the show and made a nightmare to work there, who made it awful for those people, that I have a problem with. But this looks great. This looks like the kind of MMO where I will look at the art book, fall in love, but never actually play it. But this does look fun and wild. And I love the design. Oh, this is great. I could absolutely get sucked into something like this. 1000%. Oh, they're still going. That seemed like it made sense to end there. It's also like striding that line between gameplay and cinematic. I still really just rather have gameplay. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Love the art, love the scale. Hate the name. Terraceland. Okay, they're for Windows too. I saw iPhone. I got scared again.
Welcome to Carpentersville, a small town with a big problem. Vampires.
Hell yeah, Colby.
But a new vampire slayer's here. Her name is Becky Brewster,
what we
a
gotta
feisty
do.
high schooler with a
It's all about that
fondness for
hustle.
field
No
hockey.
worries. I appreciate it.
And a beef with bloodsuckers.
This is the Saturday
Upgrade your
morning cartoon I
weapons,
never got.
skills, and exploration tools.
Bring this down a little bit, and a little on the
The
left
pencil
side.
is mightier than the sword, but not as mighty as a cherry bomb.
I love this
Use your
art
wit
style
and
here,
cunning to
right?
solve
This is
puzzles and unravel the dark mysteries of Carpentersville. Fight
and
your
it
way
feels like an
through
old
array
Florida
of
cartoon.
challenging foes to rid the town of its
You know,
evil
like
curse.
Johnny Bravo was DLC. That would be super happy with. Yeah, go at it. This is.
When the sun goes down, evil rises up.
I would have watched more
of
Buffy
one
if it looked like
thing.
this. Honestly.
Blood. Hashtag blood. Wish
Lost me at the
now.
name though. Hashtag. Does it gotta be hat? Trying to force internet vernacular is always rough. Oh. I think it's great we're still making Game Boy Advance games today. Right? That's what this looks like in. Kind of reminds me a little bit, what was it? Donkey Kong Island Swing, the Game Boy Advance. Boom, wild stuff. Oh, thank you. I was gonna say, I think these trailers are super loud. There we go. Is that better? Because my volume's about as high as I can get. I should bring down the trailer. I don't want to be too quiet. Let me know if that's good. Grapple dogs. Okay, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. We're seeing some good stuff. Not that much. I love an old school aesthetic, but this seems like a lot. Is this just Tamagotchi? Wild. I don't need to do that. I already have a kid. Basically, it is the same thing. This is pretty. This is a demo I initially intended to play for later. That I downloaded. It may still. God, you know, like I'm 39 years old. I don't have time to get good at Call of Duty or play Forza or play NFL. But give me a game that's just pretty where I can fly around in the clouds and get lost. Dainu. I'm done. Perfect. Not this, though. Not this, though. I am not big on pissing my pants. And I feel like that is the result I'm going to be getting out of doing something like this. Scary ass dinosaur. There was a Jurassic Park game, the VR Jurassic Park game. We have to like run from velociraptors. Yeah, no. Oh God, that is. It's death ground. kind of a silly name, but like ba na 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 ba do ba 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 ba. Of course, another Metroidvania. Never get mad at another Metroidvania. Yes, the market's oversaturated. Yes, we're doing too many of them. Yes, when everyone does a good job, it means you have to up your game. But at this point, well, I'm still waiting for them to get me my fucking Hollow Knight Silk Song. I'm more than happy to step into every Metroidvania that comes my way. I can absolutely wish this was on Steam. Great, I'm glad the fantastic Mr. Fox is finally getting a video game. It's like Zootopia meets The Wire. Intriguing puzzles. Truthfully, this feels like someone wanted to make a branded game, but no one took them up on it, so they made this instead. Seeing like the breadth of other options they've inserted into that, not mad at it. It could be fun. That could be fun. It seems a little wild, a little silly. Oh yes, this is our last one, of course. Off the Grid. This is the Neil Blomkamp game.
What's up, Cobra fans? Welcome to Cobra's Corner. Is this for real? Yes, Black Sabbath.
Why do I hate that guy already?
Game developers have gotten together to create the ultimate gaming experience.
Yeah, this absolutely feels like a Neil Blomkamp film.
Not this, but actually this.
It's again, this feels like a developer trying to tick the boxes to make their own battle royale. Hire somebody to give it a little flavor because they didn't have a unique idea of their own, and then get it out there as a AAA game. And I'll be honest, I don't know. Is there that much of a difference between this and a Call of Duty, or this and a PUBG? Like, are we getting really anything different at this point now? Other than a character's real bad approach at.
Hey, look at me, welcome to me, fans. Click me, like me. I don't care. Watch me, don't watch me.
Yeah.
Over this whole thing.
I mean, at this point, it seems like he's trying to wear a sign that says "I'm edgy."
Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. The bottom of the screen.
Memories.
All right, we're back at the top there. We're gonna go ahead, come back to our live here. Wild stuff, I'll say. Some great stuff in there. I'm really excited. We're gonna go ahead actually play that's the Super 56 demo. We'll give that a shot. If that's short, I still have a Loft and one other. We'll try it out at the end of this stream. But before we do that, we got one more bit of news to discuss. The past week, there's been a lot of discussion about start screens, specifically as it relates to Starfield. And I have my own little soapbox to add to the punch here. So, until we get to that point, I'm going to go ahead, cool off, re-up Daddy's magic drink, and we'll be right back with our start screen discussion. Stick around. All right, I think that timing worked out pretty well. We're coming back from our little break. I'm freshly bathroomed, freshly squeezed, still sweating in this room here, but so be it. If it's feeling hot right now, I'm only about to get hotter, folks. Let's talk about start screens. Last week, ex-Blizzard developer and unassuming villain in a Hallmark film, Mark Kern, criticized the design of Starfield's start screen as hasty, claiming the start screen of a game can reveal a lot about... Sorry. I made it sound like... This is actually literally the quote he said. The start screen of a game can reveal a lot about how rushed the team was and how much pride they took in their work. Starfield's start screen either shows hasty shipping deadlines by a passionate team overworked or a team that didn't care. The fuck, Mark? It's a fucking start screen. For eons, these have just been stationary pictures with the words, press start. Occasionally, they would add some sort of movement and attract mode showing off the first level. Look, I'm not going to defend the Starfield start screen. Thousands on Twitter have already pointed out some of the most loved and best-selling games had simple start screens. Elden Ring, Mass Effect, Skyrim, Skyrim's second release, Skyrim's third release, etc. Even as someone with no development industry experience, I can look at that tweet and see that it's full of shit. With the sheer enormity of this game, why on earth would the start screen be the be-all, end-all of this experience? Now, luckily, Bethesda head of publishing Pete Hines swooped in to rake Mark over the proverbial coals, saying, again quoting from his Twitter, or they designed what they wanted, and that's been the menu for years and was one of the first things we settled on. Having an opinion is one thing. Questioning a developer's care because you would have done different is highly unprofessional coming from another dev. I love that he put dev in quotation marks. What a snide bitch, and I love it. See, nothing corporate about this. Pete delivered a Jeff Keighley-style roundhouse kick to Mark. Seriously, Keighley, think about it. I think it would do a lot to keep it from running up on your stage. And Mark Kern needs it. I mean, this guy is a canker sore on the mouth of the games industry with a habit of saying his inside thoughts out loud. Here's a man that left Blizzard as the team lead to work on World of Warcraft, and it's funny how Blizzard and shitty human beings keep circling each other, to become CEO of Red 5. He then basically took the upcoming game Firefall and turned it into a money drain by spending $3 million on a custom bus while the game was in pre-alpha, far too early for their Barbie-like promotional spending, as well as throw money at an in-house production team that was only loosely used for promotional material. On top of that, he was a shitty boss. Check out, these are actual Glassdoor reviews from his time there. The CEO goes through spurts and can be there for a few weeks at a time, then suddenly disappears. He tries to compensate by having open company meetings for anyone that would like to attend, but if he does not postpone or cancel, it is nothing but hearing these ideas and what books he has read. Another one goes on to read, employees are fired not for messing up, but for offending the CEO. In fact, as long as you're in good standing with the CEO, your job will be protected. And I'm not even going into his supposed support for Gamergate. Eventually, thank God, the board of directors ousted him from his position as CEO, but the effects were everlasting. Money was spent, and Firefall got 3 years as an MMO FPS before being canned and shut down for good. The point here is that Bethesda is a wildly successful studio with multiple hits under their name. They may not be perfect, no game studio is, but Mark Kern has absolutely, and I'll repeat this, absolutely no leg to stand on. fuck, your LinkedIn still says CEO of Red 5, and your Twitter profile claims a game you left in 2006 as your top accomplishment. You have a history of focusing on the wrong fucking details. So maybe spend less time analyzing start screens and actually make a good game. That's just my 2 cents. That's just my 2 cents, guys. I got to cool off from that. A little bit of a rant and a rave there. When we come back, I'm loading up that Super 56 demo. We're going to play some demos of games that were announced during Gamescom. So stick around. Keep at it. I'll be back literally as soon as it takes me to turn these games on and make sure they're working properly. See you soon. All right, we're here. We're here. Let's go ahead. I've got this thing moving already right now. Nope, not trailer park. There we go. Boom, we'll turn this on. It's a train to hell is what just happened here. Guys, if you're just tuning in, this is the Kaiju Lounge. We've discussed the news for the week and everything going on, and now we're in the gameplay portion of our day. There's a bit of a storyline going on here. I am trying out the demo for Super 56, a WarioWare-like retro game experience that was announced during Gamescom. I will say, I saw the trailer for this, and it was just love at first sight. There's a... No, it is an actual meat bag, like a human. Don't just stand there, little buddy. Come on in. Oh, jeez. Oh, these are the hell demons. Baron von Hell. Some kind of cultural exchange program. Whole drove of. Let me move that down. There we go. And I'll eat you. You didn't flinch. Yeah, I'm right. I didn't flinch. Yep, you better believe it.
Super 56.
Oh, I love this. Got from my boy who works at GameStart, and he's kind of indisposed right now. This is his face, so you can press the button. Well, dude, I work at the box factory, man. The last thing I'm gonna do is press another button when you get home. I get that feeling. I get that feeling. So yeah, he just doesn't press buttons outside of working hours. Enough talk. Let's load up. Come on, human. Use those fleshy digits of yours. They're certainly fleshy. Pentacube. Okay, it's one button. What the fuck? Hi, you're about to play Super 56. In this game, you will only use the A button. Perfect. You will navigate menus. As the game is still in development, its content is subject to change. A quick tour before you play. Don't worry, it won't take a moment. Great. Hold A to select. There we go. Oh, so even the menu, you only have to press A, so it's only one button. Okay. You can spend on customizations. These will be visible to other players on the leaderboard and elsewhere in the game. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Okay. I see, it's only 3 customizations. I'm not mad at... I'm not mad at Homeboy here. Great, okay, we're gonna... I don't want to waste too much time with character stuff. Like, take the character, spend money, highlight new... Alright, when you're ready to play, so just highlight new run, then hold A to begin playing. For your first game, we'll take a look at the career screen. Is that it? Okay, here we go.
Ready, go!
Okay. Oh, hot damn. Far too close. Oh, hot damn. That was a lot. That was a lot. Okay. Great. Next stage.
Ready, go!
There we go. I'm looking great so far. I'm looking great so far at this, guys. I like this game because I'm good at it, and it's wild. I'm hoping there's a multiplayer component. I would love to play this with people. That'd be great.
Ready,
get horny.
Go.
Oh, I see. Okay. Here we go. Ah, I see. Okay, I see. No. Oh no. Oh. Try harder. I tried pretty hard. Okay, that was tough. Oh, you don't get to continue the same stage. Okay. Oh, that's easy. Oh, it's just turning. That's, oh, this is actually kind of hard. What am I supposed to do? Oh, so we go through 10. You can't turn the other way. Okay. Alright, well now I'm having... Now it's getting harder. Now it's getting harder. I got one up. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Feeling good about that. Feeling good about that.
Ready, go!
Oh no, okay, I see. There we go. All right. Jesus. Yeah, dog. You can't do shit, dog. Ah. Fuck me. There we go. There we go. I'm the ball grabber. Yeah, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. Please don't quote me on that. Yep, I got a hold of it. This is a wild game.
Ready, go!
There we go. Great. Let's just stick with it. Stick with it. Hell yeah. Boom. Boom. Oh, that was close. I got it. Still doing good. Still doing good. Got one more. Nope. Okay, that still counts. It still counts. It's good. Whew. This game is wacky. This is going to be a great Steam Deck game.
Ready, go!
Oh, that... Oh, I see. Oh, Sonic style. Okay. Oh, I want to hit those things. I feel like I'm not in control. Okay. There we go. Alright, I see. This is hard because I don't know where the apples are. There we go. There we go. They don't taste like apples, but I eat them right. Oh! Oh, I did it. Hell yeah. Okay, good. I feel good about that. This is gonna be a wild game. No. I hope people talk about this shit. This is bananas.
Ready, go!
Oh, it should be near enough. Okay, I think that still counts. I was gonna say that's. I'm loving this.
Ready, go!
Alright, that. I figured that one out a little bit too late. That's hard. That's really hard with one button.
Ready, go!
Whoa, whoops. Okay, did I get that? I got that. Cool. That was... Whew. That felt wild. That felt wild. I'm loving this. I am all in on this game. So, oh, you're...
Ready, go!
I hit one button. Oh my god. Oh my god. Am I just repeating the games now? I'm almost at level 2, okay. Yeah, I am. Okay, so is that a demo thing?
Ready, go!
There we go. Ooh. Ooh. A lot to it. There's a lot to that. Got that. Level up. It's a mod stone. Okay. Alright, so that was it. That's what we were waiting on. The human just leveled up. Check out the manual for mod stone. Randomize the stages. Okay. Chill on. Okay. Got him. Is that different from regular one? Alright, I want to do better this one. So.
Ready, go!
Ooh. Okay. Oh, so I wanted to break the Bix, not get the... I misread that one. Alright, can you get this again? Oh, you have a circle. I mean, I royally fucked this one up. Not even remotely close. Like, there's not a world in which that was alright.
Ready, go!
Oh, fuck you. Oh, God. I didn't press the button. There we go. Alright, I feel cheated out of that. I feel cheated out of that. Come on, son.
Ready, go!
Here we go. Easy. What? Why? Okay. I don't know what happened there. Is that just these things getting harder?
Ready, go!
That's not good. That's not good. Boom. What a wacky game. We're all using the same name. Great. Hi. Career. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so there's going to be a big emphasis on like personal bests and stuff like that. But that's a wild little trip. I was, to be honest, going to play Aloft, and what was the other one I had here? I can look it up right now. Aloft and 8K Solotl, so Axolotl. But it's just about the 2-hour mark. I've been doing this for a little bit. I think I'm all set. So guys, I'm going to wrap up our little stream here. This first episode of the Kaiju Lounge. Be honest. Let me know what you think. I said this was going to be rough, and it went smoother than I think I expected, but I think there's obviously things to still work out. The first of anything, especially when you're writing solo, is never going to be the best. And I'm not saying that it died. I think this was still a really great show, and I stand by it. So I want to hear what you guys think. If you are watching now, let me know in the comments. Throw it down below, or if you're watching any later, the VOD after the fact, it'll be live on the YouTube channel. Like, write it down there. Let me know what you think. I am planning on doing this weekly, so every Monday. I will say next Monday is Labor Day, so I'm going to be trying to do a pre-taped version instead. I'm going to try to shoot this thing very similar to how I just did this one, and then have it premiere then. But then we're back to being live. So we'll get this moving, get this grooving. In the meantime and in between time, thank you so much for checking it out. This is the Kaiju Lounge, your host for humor, opinions, and nerd shit. I'm your Boss Monster Noah Waterman. You can find me all over the interwebs at Boss Monster Kaiju, everywhere but Twitter, because I will not call it X. It is still Twitter to me, damn it. That is Boss Monster Kaiju, no ER but an A. And then be sure to like and subscribe here so you don't miss another episode of the Kaiju Lounge, and where we're going to go ahead and discuss this coming week in gaming. Until then, you have been great. You have been wonderful. A dream, like a game, can only begin if you press start. Until next time, stay cool, stay hip, stay heavy. Good night.